What is going on, peasants? My name is JB and I am back here today with a little bit of a different video. Today we are going to be speculating about the new supporter coming to Pokemon Unite. I have a couple theories as to what this Pokemon might be, but I have a definite theory of what this Pokemon is not. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I think that Pokemon is not what some people are theorizing it to be in just a minute. But first and foremost, if you're new here, click like, click subscribe, and go follow me on Twitch. Getting very close to affiliate on there. Really want to hit that, so you can drop a follow over there. It mean the absolute world to me. And if this video does well, I could try to speculate what this attacker is going to be. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we'll see if we can figure that one out. But I think I have a pretty decent idea of what this supporter might be just based on literally nothing. So let's go ahead and talk about a few things and how I came to the conclusion that this new Pokemon, this supporter coming in probably a week or two, is pretty much anything except for Clefable. Now, a lot of people have speculated this Pokemon might be Clefable. Some people, another popular theory is that it's Togekiss. I could see it being Togekiss, but I kind of hope it isn't. So one thing that we do need to talk about though is the previous releases of the Pokemon in this game. And also ignore the time down here. It's opposite day in Arkansas. It's actually 3:56 p.m. It's not almost 4 in the morning when I'm recording. I would never do that. But let's go ahead and look at the previous releases in Pokemon Unite. So we have this website over here. It's from game8.co. No affiliation, of course. But first release was Gardevoir, Blissey, Blastoise, Mamoswine, Sylveon, blah, 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 blah. But there's a little bit of a pattern that you can see here. We get a pretty popular Pokemon followed by a pretty random Pokemon, with one exception. So Gardevoir, the first post-release Pokemon, was a pretty popular Pokemon. Gardevoir has a lot of fans for... Listen, I don't need to explain the joke there, but Gardevoir, pretty popular Pokemon. Blissey, it's also kind of popular, but it's also pretty random. Blastoise, extremely popular, one of the OG starters. Mamoswine is the one exception to this rule because I thought Mamoswine was like one of the more popular Pokemon. There's that Pokemon Day like top 200 poll that some people have been basing off of the releases, and some of the more popular releases like Dragonite was theorized sort of from that. Also that one Facebook post that turned out to be not true. I think that also got Serena right, but it had like Blaziken, Wobbuffet, stuff like that ended up not being true, or at least not being true yet. But I would think Mamoswine was a more popular Pokemon, but we're basing it off of everything else. It's feasible that Mamoswine was one of the more random things. Sylveon, Evolution, extremely popular. Greedent, that one came out of nowhere, really random Pokemon. Decidueye, it's a starter, very popular. Serena, pretty random. Dragonite, extremely popular. Trevenant, way out of left field, random. And then Aegislash, another pretty damn popular Pokemon. So with that theory, I would put Clefable in the pretty popular tier. And also with this theory that the next Pokemon that we're going to be getting is going to be something really random, right? If we can, like, it's been getting more random as time goes on. Like Greedent, okay, that's pretty freaking random. Serena, okay, it's kind of cool, but also really random. Trevenant, bro, Trevenant, no one thought we were getting Trevenant, especially not after Halloween. We ended up getting what, Decidueye, or Greedent was a Halloween release. We thought Decidueye was going to be that, and then Decidueye ended up being after that, and then Trevenant like way after Halloween even. So there's no telling what this thing could be. I don't think it's going to be Clefable because Clefable was in the beta, and I believe it was originally going to be Blissey or Wigglytuff. It was going to be one of those two. Like, it was in the game, it had that kit, but they switched it for some reason. I'm not really sure why. If they wanted to rework and use Clefable for something else, which again, I am all for being proven wrong. And if it ends up being Clefable, then whatever, it's fine. This video is just for fun anyway. But I really don't think Clefable is going to be the next Pokemon. I don't think we're going to be seeing Clefable in this game anytime soon, if at all. But I'd be glad to be proven wrong. I mean, we definitely need a more Healy type of support, but I think a more fun option would be like a more like team boosty support, if that makes sense. It really doesn't, but we'll get to my theory here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and go over to Pokemon Showdown and talk about a few roles of clerics, Pokemon that could theoretically be supporters in Pokemon Unite. So first off, we have Pokemon with Natural Cure. Natural Cure is an ability that heals you upon switching out in actual Pokemon battles, and again, not entirely relevant to Pokemon. We can make this a little bit bigger. It's really small for me on my OBS game, but it should be fine for you guys. But just looking through, we already have Blissey, Chansey in the game as Natural Cure healers. So there are a few other things that could theoretically be like, who else? What tier am I in? I'm in Nat Dex. Are those really the only Natural Cure Pokemon? Maybe we're not onto something. Maybe we're not onto something. But we could be. One of the main theories I had was Comfy. So Comfy is a really interesting Pokemon that I think very well could be. It's random enough that it could work, but that Comfy, excuse me, was one of the main Pokemon I wanted to talk about because it has this move called Floral Healing. Now it heals a target by a maximum of 50% HP, which completely irrelevant to how Pokemon Unite works. But if you look at the original image, these could be petals. They're probably not. It looks more windy, right? I agree. That's why Comfy isn't my #1 choice, but and it's also pretty clear that these are typically Unite moves, and if you look at any of the Unite moves in the game, they have nothing to do with like attacks in game. Also, the names of themselves have nothing to do with actual Pokemon attacks. Like Aegislash is called Coup de Grace, and people have speculated that this is Mean Look and stuff like that. Like, it's a Unite move, dude. It has nothing to do with Mean Look. It's cool. It's just random eyes. We can look at every Pokemon's eyes and you can make it look like that. Let's be real. But I don't think it has anything to do with it. So I don't think Comfy is it, but I do think Comfy has a choice or a chance to be it. It does have Natural Cure. It's a supporting thing. Floral Healing. These could be some sort of like wind petal sort of things, like Petal Blizzard maybe. Who knows? It could be something like that. Comfy's an option. We also have just some fairy types worth talking about. Less of a thing. I thought Rabombi is a name I've seen thrown around a little bit. It's it would be more of in that like buff and debuff role rather than a healing role, which I don't really think we need. I think we need more of a healer in the game personally, but Bliss is in a pretty decent place right now, so maybe we'll get like a more buff nerf type Pokemon. Yeah, could be a thing. Like, I would like to see how they would implement Sticky Web into the game. Basically, I think it would just be Pikachu's Electro Web, but maybe like a bigger area of effect potentially. That could be interesting. Has something like Tailwind, which we'll get to. I think Tailwind has a Pokemon with Tailwind has a very good chance of being this next Pokemon we get. But yeah, Urambi, another option. What else do we have? I had another tab set up for Comfy, but we'll just skip over to the next one. We have Healing Wish is another option that could be something we see in the game. Now, I don't know how this would work. I think the idea I have in my head is honestly pretty broken. The idea I have in my head is that you give a big boost of healing to a Pokemon and it sends you back to base. That seems pretty broken to me, so I don't really think that would really work inside the game, but who knows? I mean, I just wanted to throw out some Cleric-y ideas personally, because I do think we need another healer. But yeah, I mean, there are a few decent Pokemon, like, could they put Audino in the game? Probably not. Something like Chimecho could be weird enough to make it in. I could see that being a thing. But the idea in my head is that it's just going to be something really random, because we've had, like I said, popular Pokemon random, popular Pokemon random, popular Pokemon random. Yeah, something with Healing Wish could be a thing. We haven't really had anything like that in the game. And speaking of Healing Wish, we also haven't anything like Wish in the game yet either. So could we see like an Aromatisse make it in? A Delcatty would be super weird. Imagine something like that, dude. That'd be crazy. We could also see any of the evolutions make it back in. Like, we already have Sylveon. We could see like maybe an Umbreon make it in as a support. That would be pretty cool. I think that would be awesome. Obviously, people love Umbreon, so I don't think it'll be that. Like, something dumb like Licky Licky could be cool. But yeah, there are so many Pokemon that get Wish, and any of them would really fit the bill. I mean, Togekiss is right there, man. Could we be seeing Togekiss? I think Togekiss is just slightly on the side of too popular to get in with this release, so who the heck knows? I think the attacker we're gonna get is gonna be incredibly popular. And one thing, this next tab I have is the Pokemon I actually think it's going to be, just based again on completely nothing. So let's go ahead and look at what this website thinks it's going to be. I think this is a pretty funny guess. So where was it? It's way up here. I think it's going to be Lilligant. So that could be cool. This tease looks like leaves circulating in an area of effect since Generation 5 Pokemon are scarce in the game. We suspect Lilligant to join the roster as a supporter. And then after that, Crocodile, spoiler alert, that's not going to be Crocodile. Crocodile could be it, I guess, but I think Crocodile would be more of an all-rounder than an attacker. But it's just a little bit too bulky for that. But then again, Absol's base 70 speed is a fucking speedster in the game, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, could we be seeing Lilligant? I really don't think so. So with all of this out of the way, who do I think is going to be the supporter coming very, very soon? I think it has a very, very high chance of being Altaria. So Altaria, a Pokemon with Natural Cure as an ability, has access to Tailwind, which I think would be so cool to have in the game. Giving, like, I think it would need to be like a big AoE buff, sort of like Helping Hand Blissey. but instead of attack damage, it's speed. Like, give your team speed buffs so they can chase stuff down if they need to, if they can, you know, get into zones to score. I think Tailwind would be such a cool move to add to the game. And then we also have Heal Bell as an option there if you know want to, you know, give debuffs. It also gets stuff like Cotton Guard. I don't really I mean, it is made of cotton, so I guess you could make that, you know, a thing. It's a grass move, so I don't really know if they would give like a Pokemon. I mean, they do have some really weird stuff in the game, like what's an example? Oh god, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there are Pokemon who have move types that they aren't that type in Pokemon Unite. Like, oh god, I can't think of an example. Let me pull up Unite DB on another screen so I can pull one out of my ass. Oh god, I know it's a thing. I swear it's a thing. Who do we have? Like Dragonite's a normal type. It has Hyper Beam. That's an easy example. Cinderace normal isn't a normal type, has Faint. Same thing with Absol. But yeah, there are other examples. I'm sure. That's not the point of this video. And if we go back to the original image, people have been saying this looks like Wind. Obviously, it's going to be some sort of Unite move, some sort of team, you know, heal or some sort of buff to the team. I think, you know, Altaria fits that pretty well. And I think the key note in this is it's less popular than Togekiss in my mind. I could be completely wrong about that. This is all completely subjective, of course. But I believe Togekiss did make like the top 200 thing. I could be wrong about that. So that's the main thing I'm going off of, is the release order that we've gotten. Because we go back down to it, like I said earlier, it's popular Pokemon, random Pokemon, and after Aegislash being an unbelievably popular Pokemon, I think we're going to get something random, and I feel like Altaria really fits the bill of random ass Pokemon that fits the role of a supporter and has stuff within its move pool that could be incredibly fun to have in the game. Like even stuff like Perish Song, it has so many cool things that could be in the game. Some sort of roost mechanic could be cool. It just has a lot of like random supporty buffing moves that could be awesome to have in the game. So I do think Altaria has a pretty damn high chance of being in the game. And if it ends up being something like a Fable, so be it. If I end up being completely wrong, oh well, this video is for fun anyway. And let me know what you guys think the new Pokemon is going to be. And if you enjoyed this, if you want to see me try to theory craft what the attacker is going to be, then you know, hit me with that too. And I can definitely make that video. Let me know. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.